Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for October 2020. This is a general reading. I'm using the tarot mainly and an oracle deck. I list everything I use in the description box below. You also find my social media channels, you find my web shop, you find my email address if you want to contact me for a private reading, for a personal reading, and you find a PayPal channel account that you can donate to if you want to help me with this channel and the free readings, and you find an Amazon wish list if you want to donate a card deck to this channel, which is possible. If you decide to do that, please send me your email address, because everybody who donates a card deck to this channel gets a free reading from me, a free video reading. Okay, let's start, dear Pisces. I have some charms here as well. As I said, the card decks you find in the description box below. Let's see what we do have here for you. October is going to be a busy month. There is 3 dates for important moons. So there is a Aries full moon on the 1st of October. There is a Taurus full moon on the 31st, which is Halloween. That's going to be an interesting date. We have also Sun in Scorpio opposing Uranus in Taurus and the full moon in Taurus. So that's going to be interesting, to say the least, because there can be maybe some sudden things happening that bring up a pretty intense energy, but it's a grounded thing with Taurus. So the full moons like to bring things to the surface, and the Sun in Scorpio is going to be about deeper transformation, deeper topics. And we have a new moon on the 16th in the sign of Libra, and we're in Libra season right now. So it's a lot about renewal, new cycles when it comes to relationships, when it comes to partnerships, even business partnerships. And we have Mercury retrograde going retrograde in Libra also. So it will be an interesting month when it comes to communication. There might be some difficult situations when it comes to expressing yourself with other people in partnerships, also in relationships, and business might be a little slow therefore. So contracts might, for example, take longer to get negotiated, stuff like that. Make sure that you read through the fine print in every contract during Mercury retrograde, especially in Libra season. Especially in Libra season. There can be a lot of negotiation going on there, especially when Mercury is retrograde in Libra. But it's all for the higher good. Alrighty, here you are, dear Pisces. We do have 5. Okay, difficult times, Pisces. I know you're really going through it these days. It's been a while, I think, that things are very challenging, very demanding. But the good thing is you're here in the 10 of Cups. The center of the reading in October and the present, I would say, is the 10 of Cups. So it's really an urge to come into a feeling of fullness and in this deck it's called perfected success, and it's Mars in Pisces, which is very interesting because Mars is this very forward moving aggressive planet, and it's very much the opposite of Pisces. So Pisces is very much about the emotional realm, the watery realm, and the non-egotistical realm. So Mars is pretty much the opposite. So finding a balance here with the 10 of Cups between those two. How can I feel like myself is fulfilled and still don't feel like I'm an egotistical person, if that makes sense, because I feel like Pisces really does not like the feeling of doing that. Careful, Pisces, when you're in your shadow energy, you kind of tip into that side, because you're like, often I meet Pisces that are outwardly very like concerned about not being that person, and by being so concerned about it, they become that person, if you know what I mean. So the Ten of Cups here is a good moment for you to really see and look at what does that even mean. What does that fulfillment for me even mean? Because you're coming out of this Five of Pentacles energy, which is great, because you're leaving behind maybe financial problems, but more like maybe a sense of, why is it so hard for me? Why does it feel so hard? Why is it such a drag? That's this Five of Pentacles energy for me mostly. Things feel like they're very difficult to manifest, and there is no equal give and take. There is no you have the feeling you give so much, you work so much, and it's really not coming back to you. In October, I think there is a change of sentiment, a change of feeling, and a very romantic phase for you as well, with the Prince of Cups. I feel like that's very much you. I mean, there's even Pisces in this card, little fishes. Prince of Cups is really, and there's a Scorpion also in this card. The Scorpio also stands for deep emotions. There is this sense of, with the Prince of Cups, of really being above your emotional realm a little bit. So he's flying above the water. It's air and water. So it means that your higher consciousness, your mental energy, your thinking energy is very much aware of your emotional energy and understands how to also elevate from it. So you don't have to be in it all the time, and that's a very Piscean thing to do. So I feel like now you're really rising above in a way, also with this Mars energy that you have here. Mars is going retrograde in Aries, so it's for a lot of us, and I would even say, go so far and say for all of us in certain areas of our lives, some sort of a battle within yourself, what you want and how to get it. Mars is saying, go get it. Aries is saying, go get it. I can do it. I can, and I will. And when Mars is going retrograde in Aries, then there might just be circumstances where you're like feeling like you can, but the more you push, the harder it gets, something like that. And inner conflict, that is also on top of the deck here, with the Five of Wands. For me, that's an inner conflict card, but also it's a strife card, so that makes sense. It's Saturn in Leo, which means there is really some sort of testing element with Saturn that comes into the sign of Leo, that says, okay, I'm here, I'm shining, I'm the performer, I'm the showmaster, I'm gonna go get it. And Saturn is like, well, if you really want it, you're gonna have to fight for it, and you even have to gonna fight against yourself sometimes in your inner realm. So that is very much the Five of Wands here. There is this fighting energy for you, and in a positive way, with Mars here, with Saturn in Leo, and with the Prince. The Prince is also in this deck. It's in other decks, it's the Knights. So the Prince is has this forward charging energy. With the air and the water. Let's see what the love department has to say. But Ten of Cups, it's a great card, because it's going to be an emotional month for you, I think. And I think you will get a taste, and that's what it feels like, really. I think you will get a taste of the full picture when it comes to what is emotionally fulfilling for you. So I really do think that you're having a very strong contrast here from the Five of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. That's two completely opposite feelings here. So these cards I draw for more like the love focus. Two cards already fell out, the Seven of Pentacles and the Strength card. Seven of Swords. Well, interesting. And Page of Pentacles. I like that. Okay. Let's put this here. Some reason I want to clear the energies here while I look at this. I think with this Five of Pentacles energy in the past, combined with the Seven of Pentacles energy, you've been really taking a good look at what is good, what is bad, what is ugly, what is possible, what is not possible for you, and how to move forward with that, and how to also gain the strength out of that. I'm having a déjà vu right as we speak, which is very weird. So I think I've never had that. Honestly, I think Pisces, that's a first, that during a reading I do have a déjà vu. Seven of Pentacles. So you might feel like you've had you have been here before in some weird sense, and you're really looking at all the things that went right, went wrong, and that manifested, and that grew, and that didn't grow, and you're trying to draw your strength out of this, I think. And I think there's a lot of strength in this situation, in this very very practical and healthy self-evaluation and evaluation of your situation, how it manifested in your surroundings. And you really do draw a lot of strength and a lot of passion out of this. And I feel like you've learned in the last couple of weeks to really tame that inner drive in a way that it's helpful for you, that you're not like just you know, spreading it all around, but you're learning how to really compensate. And with the Seven of Swords now, well, Pisces, if you're like too much in your feelings right now, or during October, which might happen for sure with this Ten of Cups, make sure that you don't overlook certain realities, certain facts. That's very important with the Seven of Swords. Make sure that you're not moving away from a necessary change. Page of Pentacles is talking about change, and a very earthy, very realistic change. And stealing yourself away from the inevitable, because it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a good thing that your reality is changing. And I think with this Ten of Cups, there might be this sense of release and going into a new thing, because this Ten is still an ending, which can be a very emotional, beautiful ending. It's not necessarily like a bad thing, but I think what's important right now is really being honest with yourself and not trick yourself through this situation, or let other people, of course, trick you, especially when it comes to love. Be careful not to be too closed off. Also, I feel like you're maybe not showing all your cards to a certain person. Maybe it might be an earth sign, a younger earth sign, that might be coming in. Could very well be here with the Prince of Cups. There's a romantic thing going on. Well, I mean, that's your decision, you know. There could be a Leo, there could be an earth sign that is Capricorn or Virgo or Taurus. So I don't know exactly why you feel like you have to hide things here or cannot really fully open up, but I feel like that's the case in this scenario. Let's look at the charms. Maybe they have something to say about it. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of passion here for a certain person, and maybe you're hiding that. That could be very well the case with this match here that fell between those two cards. We have the Amethyst. Yeah, that's, I like it because that's a very clear, higher understanding of things, even like a psychic understanding of things. And maybe therefore you feel like you need to hide all that it is that you know. Things coming out from the hidden. Understanding also very much your own urges, your more your lower vibrational urges, if you know what I mean. So, and being very, very insightful within yourself, and therefore maybe having to hide stuff. It might even have to do with something creative, deep transformation concerning a creative project maybe, or something that you want to create and bring into reality in a very muse kind of way. That's not so much this pin for me is not so much the creative way, everything, the expressive, more like the very sensitive internal process of creation. Well, make sure that you're not okay, make sure that some sorts of maybe intoxication might mess with your memory, with your very concrete memory. You know, with the elephant, that's for me, that's a very concrete memory of what happened, what I've experienced, and there might be some I don't know, maybe drinking, smoking, whatever it is, you know, the drug of your choice might cloud your memories here of what actually really happened in a certain situation. Yeah, there's this element of holding things back, maybe because you're not quite sure, and also being in this super emotional state here with the smoky quartz. That can definitely also cloud your memory, and I wouldn't say your judgment, but your memories, that you're like, oh, really, this is how it happened. I felt like this was a different situation. So be careful about that. This is a very stable, but it's a stable person coming in here, but this person still needs work, and you need work, but they know that. This little hammer, and yeah, it's a young energy. It's a young, fresh energy. It seems like you're stealing yourself away from this for whatever reason. For whatever reason, there is this chance, and you can see that this is could be a stable chance for you. But for whatever reason, right now you're sticking with this idea of the Ten of Cups and this feeling that you're used to, also that you know, maybe with the elephant. It's interesting. Well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. That's the reading. Because I can't, whatever I'm gonna do here that goes deeper into it is not gonna give you more answers. Well, I hope there is some answers for you in this. I think it's quite interesting, and I hope you can use some of this reading to move forward and to have a clear idea of how to go about things. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, which is very important if you like this, and like the video also. It helps me to spread the videos and to get more attention on YouTube. And please leave a comment if you want to add something, if you have something to say. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great October, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.